Dear students, do not pronounce these common English words as bomb, womb, comb, or climb. This is because the B are absolutely silent. Stay tuned. In this video, you are going to learn 22 common English words with silent B. Don't miss out on the practice story about Benny and Leo the Explorer in this video. Hello, you're welcome to English with RMG. I am Rumesa. First, let's begin with the explanation before we go into the practice story. So you need to know that the B at the end of many English words are not pronounced, especially when they are preceded by the letter M. So you only pronounce the M and stay silent on the B. Do you understand? So now let's practice. Pronounce after me. Womb. So you say womb, not womb. Climb. Good. Comb. Good. Please pronounce after me. Dumb. Good. Lamb. Good. Now we have 5 common English words with silent B. Now before we continue with the words, let's quickly practice these 5 words with a short, interesting story in order for you to learn how to naturally pronounce the words without the B. So we have Benny the Lamb. Benny the Lamb was born in the quiet dawn. He was a curious little thing, but he never made a sound. So his mother called him a little dumb lamb. One day, he decided to climb the small rocky hill behind the farm. It was a tough climb, but he wanted to see the world. However, the wind tangled his wool with twigs and leaves. Luckily, a friendly bird saw his trouble, and the bird used its beak to walk through every knot like a gentle comb until Benny was clean again. From the hilltop, Benny could see his mother in the field below. For the first time, he opened his mouth and let out a happy baa. It sounded warm as the womb he left behind. So, if you consider this short story, you would see the way I was pronouncing lamb was born. The lamb was born, not the lamb. A little dumb lamb, not a little dumb lamb. No. He decided to climb the small rocky hill. Okay? It was a tough climb. Okay? So do not pronounce the B. Also, we have a gentle comb until. Then we have as the womb he left behind. So when words end with M and B, focus on the M, ignore the B. So that is how you pronounce words like a what? Like a natural English speaker. Also, we have other examples. Crumb, limb, that is your hand and your leg. Thumb, numb, okay, succumb. These are everyday words that you need to learn how to pronounce. Tomb, aplomb, okay, dislim, that is to cut the hand or the leg. Jamb, jamb is a kind of poetry. Honeycomb, honeycomb. So you need to learn how to pronounce these words naturally without the B. Only focus on the M without the B. These are everyday words that we use, so you need to learn how to pronounce them naturally if truly you want to be a fluent English speaker. Speaking fluently is not just about the grammar alone. You also need to understand how to pronounce words correctly so that you are understood by anybody that is listening to you. So now let's have our practice story for the second list of words. Leo loved to explore. One day, he found an old stone tomb hidden in the forest. Don't go near it, his friends warned, but Leo didn't succumb to the fear. He touched the cold stone door. Suddenly, a loud bomb-like boom echoed from inside. So a loud bomb-like. A heavy rock fell on his limb. His whole leg went completely numb. He tried to free his limb, but he couldn't move. He looked down and saw a strange honeycomb pattern carved into the rock. He pressed his thumb against it, using his last bit of strength. The stone slid away. Leo was free, but the door was sealed forever. All that was left was a single crumb of ancient stone on the ground. He had escaped, but he would never disclaim that place from his memory. So if you also look at the story, you will see I said old stone tomb without the B. Leo didn't succumb. A bomb like boom. Okay, so you need to learn how to pronounce these words naturally without the B. Honeycomb pattern is storm against it. Okay, a single crumb of ancient stone. It would never disclaim that place from his memory. So you can also use these words to form your own sentences and practice with it so that you can learn how to pronounce these words naturally without the B, especially with common words like climb, crumb, okay, thumb, womb, comb. You need to learn how to pronounce them naturally without the B. So now let's move on to our next list of words, which is words with B and T in the middle. That is, words where we have B and T in the middle, not at the end now. But before we do that, again, this is English with RMG, and this channel is dedicated to you if you are trying to improve your English fluency skills. I make videos on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and general fluency tips. I also include storytelling in order for you to make real contextual examples of whatever lesson that we learn in the class. Do you understand? So kindly like, subscribe, and share. So our final list of words, we have debt, indebted, subtle, debtor, doubt. So you do not pronounce the B in between. Do not say debt or indebted or subtle. No. You pronounce it without the B. So you can use these words to form your own sentences in the comment below and try to pronounce them naturally so that henceforth you are going to pronounce these words correctly, just like a native speaker. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. You can watch 1 or 2 more lessons on this channel. They are all dedicated for your English fluency skills. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.